We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. Off we go from the Steel City. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Open man downfield is Smith. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and 9.
63.
Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
And what a nice job there, getting his feet down on the sideline to secure his first catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, however the opportunity presents.
Now a third and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. What a run, he brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. 31 yards.
First and 10.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Down. Yes. 42.
Here's Carter, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious.
Got it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set, ready. 45, ready.
From the gun, it's Ritter. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Blaster, sit. Steel, black. White, white. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's a Steeler 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like, everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Blue, 32. 52 blaster. Set.
On 1st down, it's Ritter. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
This throw out wide to St. Brown. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
You'll see right before the ball was snapped, the quarterback just take a peek. Is there enough space between the defender and your wide receiver that you intend to throw this little quick to? That's called the cushion. Cushion's big enough, you can run the play. He gets up and press coverage, you got to get at it. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Ritter. This one complete to Washington. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Set, hut. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers.
A 51-yard attempt.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
After losses on the last two run plays, they face third down and 14. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts third and 14. Here's first and 10. And in motion is Brown. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. On the move past the 40. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play taking it into the red zone. Big time play for Philly. And even 30 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's in! Dallas Goedert! Touchdown, Eagles! Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. It's black shot. Claws red. Steel black. Set.
Now Ritter on first down. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead.
Ready, set. 18, rattle. 18, rattle. Set. Ready. 70 Lion. 19 Lion. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Incomplete.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On 1st and 10, McKee. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's McKee. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The linebacker, Nick Herbig, getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Cam Akers for the first time. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Running is Akers. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Howard to throw it here, 3rd and short. Open man is the tight end right. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
69. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down is Howard. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McKee. That's caught. It's Will Shipley. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
on the RPO. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, target, 19.
Here's McKee. That's caught downfield by Mechie. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That one's good for 29.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace and the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is McKee. That one swung out wide to Shipley. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now McKee. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. The kick is perfect. Right down the middle. And the Eagles will tack on 3 more. Extending the lead here late in the 1st half. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
For about 3 yards, Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
70 line, let's go now.
Here's Akers. He'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Go.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Howard. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They put Wilson in motion. Now, first down throw for McKee. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, here's McKee. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
He'll get this complete to Shipley. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
65, 65, 18, 19, Lion.
Throwing on first and 10, it's Howard. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
19, 70 Lions.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Got it. Ready?
Here's a second and 3 forthcoming.
Set. Go.
Howard to throw again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Liking 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Dragon 60, Buffalo 18. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready, ready.
Howard back to the air one more time. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here, that comes out low and is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I say the G, hey, watch him do it.
To throw it on first down is Howard. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have. And fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Thrown quickly. That's more on the RPO. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
On 2nd down, Howard. This one complete to Washington. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
19, 18, 18,
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's McKee. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. It is Logan Hall fighting his way in to bring his man down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
McKee. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Off the play fake, here's Howard. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Ready. Go!
Play action, it's Howard. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 5.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check out.
They'll throw on first down with Howard. The throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field,
This is intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. They're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Cougar 19.
On the ground, this is Shipley. Finding room at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Eagles.
On first down, here's McKee. Find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
First and 10. Give on the ground, and they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action, McKee. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And this This takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he will score! Sean Tucker. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Hold the ready. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Tight. Trap 60. Trap 19. Tight.
They're going to go play action with Howard. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Howard now off the bootleg. They check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Tag. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Howard. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
19 tight. 19. Let's go. Cougar 19.
On play action, he'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Open man is the tight end right, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Go! 70, 19, 19.
They'll go again with Johnson.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here. As they try to hold on to this lead here late. A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
He'll keep this himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They're in four-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal.
70 Lion. Bronco 80. Unlock Lion. Unlock. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Hup.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for two, and it does not pan out.
Steelers 12. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Now, first down throw for McKee. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look.
On the ready.
From the 25, here's second down and 6. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneers. 7 Pirates.
Throwing now on third and long. Open man is Mechie. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And an Eagle first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
19 tight. Kennedy Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
As he throws there, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Back to the air once more on second down. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Right now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right back to the air following that pick six. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Well, it's late, you're losing, things really haven't gone your way all day today, and there's really not much left to do other than to try to take some big shots downfield. That time the coverage is really good and just falls incomplete.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Bronco leading. Let's go now.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Now he takes off. And he is out of bounds at the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On this 1st down, it's Johnson. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised.
And he'll take it on in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
Eagles 31, Steelers 19. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 2. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
The ball carried by number 31. Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
On the jump. 19, charge.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Good.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason.